and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and as part of my revamping of my storage, which is it's basically just been spreading it out. I've split my squares and my rounds. I've also sorted out my AB diamonds, so all those sorts of bits and pieces have been done over the last few weeks. But what I also do want to do, there are a couple more things I want to do until I say spare storage is done, is I do want to have just a mini revamp with my Heaven and Earth design storage. So for those that see my videos normally, are repeat watchers, should we say, you'll know that I am doing 2 Heaven and Earth design paintings. In fact, these are them. This is my supersized Little Dreamers Tree Max Colours by Amy Stewart. It is 239 colours and it is 40 centimetres by 250 centimetres, and that is not a typo. It is long. It has been ongoing for probably a couple of years. It's probably going to take me a bit longer. I'm around here-ish, maybe a bit further up. I think it says I'm about 33% done. But I'm doing this so this is a cross-stitch chart from Heaven and Earth Designs, and I am doing this design on a blank canvas, and I am using my spare diamonds. I am also doing a second one because, why not? And that is Mini Beautiful Light by Adele Sessler. That is more black, whites and greys, so it only has 15 colours, and it is 46 centimetres by 82 centimetres, so a little bit more of a reasonable size design, though it's still big. And I'm using my spares as well. So I do have these both kitted up with diamonds in tubs. In fact, this 239 colours, I use 4 of the 60 bottle cases. Now, some of the colours, especially of this 239, I might only need 10 of them. Some of them I need a couple of hundred. Some of them I need a whole lot more. So black I use a lot more of. If anybody's seen, my black is the only diamonds that are stored completely differently, and they are basically stored in a huge bag, because if I tried to fit these in a box all the time, it would probably take far too much space. I may see if they'll fit in here, but in the bag at some point, just so that they're in one place. But I also need a lot of the likes of 939. So what I did a while ago is I did go through and I did label up just for any colours that I need more of than fits in my pot. That's what I went through and did. So if I ever have any of these colours available, or to de-kit, available from a kit I've finished, they go straight into here, ready for my Heaven and Earth designs. And I just want to tidy this up a little bit. What I want to do, so for example this one, I have a bag that has 169 labelled on it, and I just tip any extra diamonds into that. This is one of the thicker bags. I do have a link to them on my website. Diana was absolutely amazing and sent me a couple of lots of these. So I have changed all my spare storage to these. But in here, I do still have some of the thinner bags, which do hold more, but they don't stand up as nice. So what I want to do is I want to change this so that they're all in these with these labels on. It's a little thing, it doesn't have to be done, but I would like to. I also have some bags, for example that 317, that is now full to bursting, to the point that when I go to de-kit a painting, I think I will find that I will not fit any more in there. So I want to take note of things like that as well. 169 is quite full. Where's a pen? There it is. So what I'm going to do, I'm not doing it with a full set of DMC stickers. with them already printed on, because I need multiple bags of them. So for example, 939 or 3865 that I have quite a few bags of, I would just end up having, you know, I'd just end up having to open so many multiple packs of stickers that it's a lot easier to just write them on. I have a green theme going on this one, so I am using green diamond stickers. These are left over. We did pop DMC on a couple of them just for labelling up stock. So I've got 2 318s here already. I think I might pop another one in because that's quite a popular colour. I get quite a few of those. So what I'm wanting to do is get all of them into these thicker bags, but I also want to make sure that where needed I have extra bags. 400, I already have 2. I don't tend to get as many of those, but I'm going to be keeping bags and stickers in here. 414, I've got 2 bags and they're already full. So let's label up another one. Ready. And I will come across diamonds in a moment that aren't already in these bags. So what I want to do is make sure that they all are. 415, let's pop another bag in. Ready. That's another popular colour. One of the greys. I'll need a few of those because I do have a picture. The picture that's black, white and grey we'll use a lot. 646, I'm fine. 762. 779, let's pop another one of those in. I don't think I'll use those as much, but I'm trying to pre-prep a little bit so that I am not, you know, fighting with it when I'm trying to de-kit. Here we go, 814. So this is in one of my older bags. So 814, I want to pop this in the thicker bag. It's not a big thing. It's not something that has to be done, but I do have quite a few of these thicker bags left because Diana was kind enough to send me a second set of these bags when I was getting a little bit low. In fact, I did go through the first full 1,000. I went through them all. And she was kind enough to send me a second set of 1,000. So I want to use the nicer bags, and I don't think that's a bad thing. So I'm going to use the nicer bags. Have I got them all out? There's one more in there. There's a few bits of, let's call quite a few bits of trash in that bag, but let's get the full diamond in there. So I've got 2 bags, both of those will fit a lot more in. I didn't fill them up too bad, but that actually sits in there nicer already. 823, so I have a bag that I've restarted and I have a couple of bags here in the old style that are thick, that are thinner bags, but they sit fatter in the storage. So I want to change those to the newer bags that will they just sit nicer. That's basically what it is. They sit nicer. They sit a little bit more to attention. And it's just that little bit more luxury, should we say. I also don't need the piece of cardstock or paper, should I say. So in here I have a piece of paper. It's actually a 100 GSM, so it's slightly thicker than your printer paper, but it's not a lot thicker than your printer paper. And that has to go in there to help these bags stand up because they're thinner. I don't need that with these thick bags. They stand up on their own, even if they don't have any diamonds in. I mean, if you put loads of them in there with no diamonds in and nothing, no cardstock in between, then they can slouch a little bit, but they don't slouch anywhere near as much as the thinner bags. They don't shrink underneath the card and all that sort of stuff. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. I want it to be nice when I dekit, and this is one of the ways that I can make it just that little bit nicer when I dekit, and indeed when I go to refill my Heaven and Earth design pots with these extras. It's just that little bit of luxury, isn't it? So 8, 2, 3. So that's what my plan is for today. I do have some 5200 from a recent dekitting. If you saw that, I recently dekit the Add More Zest logo. They're getting stuck a little bit behind the paper, so I'm just giving them a flick to get the diamonds out. A little bit of static as well, because that just wants to stick to me. So there, they just sit loads nicer in the storage box. Okay, 898. Yeah, there's a few of them. Let's take out the 902 for now. So 898. I've got 3 bags here already. So I'm probably going to need at least 4. I might need 5. So I'm going to do 4 labels and see how many move over. And I'm using the square small stickers because these are square diamonds. Again, it's just the little things. And these are, of course, diamonds that I definitely get more of more often, which is why I have so many extra bags of them. I've been getting them in diamond paintings for ages. And I'm not overfilling these bags either. I'm trying not to overfill them too much because, you know, when I'm dekitting from a painting, I may only be putting, 50 diamonds in here. So I'd rather have the bags with not as much on. Let me put the sticker on the right side. One of the sides is just a little bit lower down than the other one. It just helps to grip it. Yeah, sometimes I might only be adding 50 diamonds to it. So I'd rather each bag has that little bit of room to take those extra diamonds if it needs to. Though I've filled that one pretty full. I could probably still fit a few more in there. But it lies nice and flat, which means it'll stand to attention like a nice little soldier. Okay, I need to turn those bags over or I'm going to keep putting the stickers on the wrong side. Keep trying to check so that the small part is at the front so I can get hold of the zip tie section. They're all out. So I'm on my 3rd bag already and I'm only opening my 3rd bag of the thinner bags. So if you want to be able to store more diamonds per bag, then the thinner ones are good for that. But I do find when they're stood in the photo box, these thicker bags do definitely stand up nicer. They just stand to attention a little bit more. Oh, I definitely have. So 3 of these small bags have gone into, I mean, there's room, but I'd say they've gone into 4 of those. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do another 898. This is just me prepping for the future. Because when I'm dekitting, I don't want to be having to do a load of labels while I'm dekitting. 902. So I only use cardstock for the numbers that I need for my Heaven and Earth designs. I don't use it for any others. I don't have every single DMC number in here because I don't need every DMC number for my Heaven and Earth design. So that's why I've gone from 898 to 902. because I don't need them all. But I do need more 902s. Can I get more? Oh, no, that's... I could probably squeeze a few more in there, but I can do that when I am dekitting. I can squeeze more in when I'm dekitting. I can just grab a bag, add a few more in. This one doesn't even have a piece of paper in to make it stand upright because it's that full. It's that full that it doesn't need it. It stood up all on its own. So let's just get the bag to squash down a little bit, and then I can still flatten it out. And then I do have another one here to pop in the rest. It's just a little thing to just make this just a little bit nicer. And I've got plenty of room in that one. When I actually let the air out, there's plenty of room in that one for more. And they all fit in that same size column as they were in before, but a lot nicer and a lot easier to flip through. I've got bags with hardly anything in. I've even got spare bags that I've labelled up ready. So that one's all done. So let's see if we can make this one a bit better. Oh, I've got more 902. I forgot about that. 902 actually spread into 2 columns. I had that many. So let's pop a few more in this bag. The bag that wasn't as full as it could have been. I'm trying to think now if I should just move them over, because I do have space. I do have space to move stuff over into the next row. I do want to be able to store some bags in here, but I'm happy to just store a few in upright on the other side. So let's move all those up. Oh, you get hold. Let's move all those up there. Let's move 902 into here, and then I'm just going to do what I did with my other storage. With my spare storage, is I just popped some bottles in just to hold that end part up, and I'm going to pinch that piece of black. There is one at the front as well, but that one helps you to see what the card is. So I've used black foam board in this one, but that's just because that's what I had. Okay, so that's got up to 898. These are all falling over all over the place. Get over there until I tidy you up. Okay, so this is now 902. I have got a piece of black there. So 902. I need to do some more. 902, 902. I think I'm going to need 4 more bags, so let's just go for it. This is where I end up going through a load of bags now while I transfer them over. But these bags do still get used, apart from maybe that first one that had loads and loads of bits of plastic trash in it. I will reuse the other bags. I will use them, more than likely I use them when I'm doing special diamond paintings quite often, because with special diamond paintings I don't tend to kit those up. What I tend to do is do it by colour. So I will grab the number 1 and I will do all of the number 1 symbol, especially if it's a special diamond painting that's a partial. So I'll do all the number 1, and then I'll put all the extras, because I've opened it, into one of these bags, and then I'll do all the number 2. And then I de-kit into my spares when it's all finished, because I need to be, you know, extra sure that I've not missed one, because it's definitely been known. So I tend to use the thinner bags when I'm doing specials, so that I can just pop a little 1, 2, 3 sticker on it. And if I need to find out what number it is because I've missed one, I can get it. But if I, don't miss any, then it can just be straight used for dekitting. I think what I might do as well is I might do this with my extras. So my extras that I'm going to share with other people, I think I'm also going to move those into these nice bags so that I've got them in a smaller amount to give away. Okay, that's done. See, look, it's all these higher numbers that need new bags. 9, 3, 8. I've got 3 bags here. So I'm going to go for needing 4 bags in with the spares, because again, it's another popular colour in paintings. Obviously, that's why I have so many left over. Make sure I have the bags prepped, ready, not causing me any problems, though I can't get in this one. There we go. So try and I tend to get most of a bag in there, just not quite a full bag. I might have filled this one too much. Maybe, maybe not. No, we're good. It's quite fat, that one. That's fatter than some of my other ones. But it's all good. They're safe. They're in one place. And say this isn't a requirement and I have to. And I probably would have just left it if it wasn't for revamping and splitting my squares and rounds into separate boxes. I think because I did split my squares and rounds and decide to put them in separate boxes, it's got me, rethinking and double checking all the other boxes that I have for diamonds and just checking they're all exactly how I want them to be. And this one has been giving me a little bit of trouble, not a huge amount, but it has every now and then when I dekit squares, I do think this is slightly annoying. And it's just the way they sit, the way the bags sit, the way the diamonds stand up in the box. It's not as neat as when I do it in my other spares. And that is partly due to the volume of bags that I have per colour, but it is also the bags that they are in. I find that these bags, even when I have a huge amount, they sit a lot nicer. So, well, they do when the columns are full. So 939, oh my goodness. How many? So I already have 5. So I am going to need to get some more green stickers out in a bit. But let's just use this one up first. I don't need those stickers that say DMC anymore. We basically just put a few on a sheet in case some of them didn't print right. We would have been really annoyed if we'd have printed a whole sticker sheet out to be able to label the stock and one of them not print right for whatever reason, and we'd have had to print another full sheet. So we just decided to put it in multiple places and make sure that, yeah, it all looked good before we use them. And then I've just been using the leftovers from them all for a while. So there's a lot of 939. I've already used loads of 939 in my Little Dreamers tree already. If anybody's been following that from the beginning, there was quite a bit right at the beginning where I was using practically a full pot of 939 and having to fill it up often. It's calmed down a little bit, but I do know there's a lot more 939 as I get further down the painting. So I keep saving them. What will also work nice is if they're in these bags, when I do get, if I ever get to the point, if I ever get to the point of finishing my Heaven and Earth designs, or nearly finishing my Heaven and Earth designs, then what I can do is, sorry, I'm just trying to grab some green stickers. Are they round or square? They're round. Oh, bear with me. I'm still in the craft room. I'm just not in the same place. I'm trying to find green stickers, which I know I have, or I'm pretty sure I have. I'm just not finding them at the moment. It's testing me. There they are. Oh. And I can't get hold of them. Okay, there we go. And the reason I know I have them is we did have some of the Diamond Art Club AB stickers already printed. And Diamond Art Club brought out more AB numbers. So we've revamped the AB stickers now. This is the pink one, for example. So there's more stickers on it. So I've put all the old sheets for me to use. And that will just be for me to use up the rest. Because waste not, want not. Okay, so I'm going to need at least 4 bags. In fact, I think I'm just going to do 5 more bags at least. Because 939 I have loads of. So yeah, I'm just going to use up the AB stickers that are left over. Some of them will get used for packing. So the bags that we use, the thick silver bags that I kitted up my ABs in, did all my ABs in, it was a couple of weeks ago now. They all, when they're packed, they get a little, oh, get out, there's just 2, do you know what, I don't even know why I'm bothering. Yeah, we use some of these square stickers for packing of certain items. Just when we pack them into sets, we put a little diamond sticker on them, just because it's cute and it's pretty. So they'll get used up with things like that. So, for example, these, the bags that we sell with the book rings, they just have a little sticker in the bottom corner. Quite often we use pink because that is the shop colours, but we don't have to use pink. So I might use up some of these in that. If not, I use these when I'm kitting up projects sometimes as well. So I'm just going to work my way through the stickers bit by bit. I might have tried to squeeze that bag in and might have gone a bit too far. Oh no, we're good. It will close. How many bags of 939? I'm already on 5. And I think I've written up labels for 8. 8 bags of 939. But they're already sitting a lot better than they were before, because they're in these thicker ones. I think I was doing well right at the beginning when they were all in these thick bags already. It's testing me now, they're not. I'm having to tip them all. It's taken me back to when I changed all the bags in my spare storage and put all the new stickers on, all the new printed DMC stickers on. Was anybody with me for that one? Because that took a few weeks for me to get through all of those. Get them all changed over. I dread to see how many bags I would go through if I put the 310s in bags. Though, now I've said it, I might do it yet. I might put my 310s in bags. I'm not sure. That might be a bit extreme. Okay, so there is room in that bag, but I am going to put an extra one in because 939 is also a colour that I get a lot of. So I'll save myself time later. Oh, that one's done. 3072's done. 3371 isn't though. I've got 4 bags of those. Will they fit into there? They might do, you know. Let's try, because it will be better if they do. So 3371, and I've got 4 bags here. 3371. So I'm going to do a 5th, because I think they may take 5 anyway. And if not, they're definitely going to take 4, and I could do with the extra room. So let's get these in. And let's see if we can get this box looking a little bit nicer. Make me smile a little bit more when I dekit a square painting, because that's the reason I'm doing it, because I want it to look just that little bit nicer and be just that little bit easier to dekit, because the bags are a bit thicker and a bit nicer. I do have links to both types of bags because they do both fit in this storage. So I do have links to both on my website. These thicker bags are actually from Amazon.com, but they do ship to the UK. So you can get them shipped to the UK. You may well, of course, then be able to get them shipped to other countries. But they're 4mm bags, so they are thicker. And get those to come out. One did, one stuck on the side. Little bit of static. These are pretty full. That's why I think they've sat funny, because they all squeeze up at the bottom and just don't sit as nicely in the box when they are full. Whereas these bags, when they're full, sit really nicely. And I think I might need that extra bag. I might need to add another one yet. Static on both sides. One more to go. I might have to fight with the 3865 yet. There's quite a few of those as well. Okay, let's get these to fit. Full to bursting, nearly. But I think I'm going to get them all fitted in that row, which will be nicer than using some of the bottles to stand them up in the other end. There we go. So there's a little bit more room in that one when it's squashed down anyway, when there's air in it. But I am going to write another label, 3371, because future me will be happy that the label's already written. But look, how much neater do those stand already, because of the fact that they're in these thicker bags. Now this one is in a thicker bag. It's not got my label because these were gifted to me. It's got a Dymo label on it, but it is already in a thicker bag. In fact, it might have been Diana that sent me these. And they are Ever Moment squares as well. And I'm just going to pop my sticker on for the sake of uniform, but it doesn't need to change the bag. 3799. I always get that one the wrong way round. 3799. 99. Let's do 2 of those. Okay, which way do these bags open? That way. Try and help myself out and get them so that opening them is a lot easier. So that could probably get away with being a bit fuller, but I'm not going to do it because I would rather have room to just throw another 20 to 50 diamonds in there, especially if I do run out of any bags that I've already labelled. So that one's got loads of room, that one's got a little bit more room. Oh, here we go, 3865. I'm going to need a few. I'm going to need a few for 5200 as well. So I've got all of these. Oh, I do have some already in bags. So I've got 2 already here that are done. That is definitely not a 3865. When you look at all the others, so there is different shadings, but when you look at all the others, that is definitely not 3865. So I am going to leave that one out because every time I look at it and think, why is that one still there? Okay, let's do 3865. How many bags have I got there? So I've got 4 bags there and an extra one because I'll probably go into 5, and then I'll do an extra one because it's a popular colour, and therefore I'm probably going to need one for future paintings as well. I'm still undecided on the 310. I keep trying to think whether it's worth putting the 310 in bags, but I think I've got that many and it makes people smile when I pull out that bag of 310s, so I might just leave it as is. Maybe I should find a nice pretty jar to put them in. I just need to find the place to store the jar first. I think that's what I need to do. Find a place to store the jar, and if I can, then I will put black into a jar. In fact, I actually have a jar. Well, it's actually a carafe. I picked it up from IKEA thinking it may work for my fabric softener in the new kitchen. I was undecided, but I figured I would pick it up, and if it didn't work I could take it back because IKEA is local to me. It's like 10 minutes by car, that's it. Well, it might even be less than that actually. If the traffic's good, it's less than that. So yeah, I thought I'll just take it back if it doesn't work. And it doesn't work. I've not actually, of course, put fabric softener in it. But it doesn't work for it because it doesn't fit under in the little drawer under my sink. And allow the drawer to close. Because we now have an under counter sink. So there's only a certain amount of height I can do. And it's too tall. It's too tall for it, which is fine. I will find something that does work. But yeah, I do actually still have that. I just don't even know if that would be able to take all of those diamonds, or whether it would be too much for it. I'll have to see. Okay, that's another bag that is not full, but it's close enough. And this one is that full, I might need to put them in 2 bags. Looks like it's got some 5200 in this as well, because some of those are a lot whiter than they should be. It's definitely a mixed bunch in here. It is a mixture of some that look too yellow and some that look too white. But I did pick a design that will take it, can get away with being a couple of different shades. It was a forgiving design, so they'll still get used. Come on. Right, they're all out, so I've got space in there. I might still label up another one though, I think. 3, 8, 6, 5. I reckon I'll get a few more in quite a few of those bags, but I reckon I'll go through them really quickly. And then 5200 I've got in a few different things. So these are from a painting that I didn't even touch the bags. This is my original thick bag, and this is the bag that I have from a painting that I've just dekitted. It had a background of white, so it had a lot of spares because percentage wise it wasn't. I used a lot in the actual painting. Right, let's try 5 bags and see how far we go. We might need the 6th. Right, let's start with this one first. See, this one looks like it's got a bit of 3865 mixed into it. But some of these ones are a little bit too yellow. Especially there's a few here that are really dark yellow, considering 5200 is a white. What I'll do is I'll just fish them out when I'm actually going to use them in my Heaven and Earth designs. Or what I might do is use these ones that are a bright white first. In fact, let's leave that bag as a half full. I can add to it from all the kits that give me random different colours. And I'll put these ones that are from, you know, separate kits, so they're all the same company. I'll put these ones into the bags on their own. And what I'll probably do is I'll be likely to use these first in my Heaven and Earth design. And then if I need to, I will then go to the one with multiple colours. So I've managed to fit all of those in there, so that's good. That can go back with my bags for extra diamonds for kits. And then let's get these in. I'm going to need some scissors. Oh, big scissors. These are shop scissors, but shop scissors are handy. These are the ones I use for cutting tape for parcels. But let's get these out of bags, because I just threw them in because the whole thing was a little organised, but a little bit of a mess. A little bit too much of a mess for me to keep being tidy. So we've got those 5200s in there, and I have got another sticker, so let's throw another bag in there. Okay, how are we looking? Those 9200 I don't think are going to move over. So my big bags of 310s. Let's see if this will fit in here. Probably not. Nah, that's just ridiculous. That's just not working at all. So, will these bags fit? They did fit before, but I didn't have this gap up here. So that's keeping the numbers together. Let's take them out of there. Ooh, they're sliding. Fold them in half because there's less. There we go. So that is my spare bags. This one has got room to move. In fact, I might take out, yeah, let's take out one bottle. That's got room to move. This has got room to move and to add more if I need to. Let's put that there actually, because that might be, I can possibly cut another piece of foam. I'm just being a little bit lazy. That's got room to move. That's got room. That's got room. I could take a piece of the black from the front, but I do find that that helps me to see the number on the first one if it's not butting against the box. So I think those 2 bottles are enough to hold that back. That holds that back. Okay, so all I need to do now is make sure that I've got some green stickers in there, because I've got the bags in there. I want to make sure that I've got the stickers in there, because otherwise it can just get a little bit frustrating if I go to dekit and I've not got enough stickers. In fact, let's go that way because there's only one sticker on the end of there. Should I go that way? Oh, that'll work actually. So I've cut off a strip of the green stickers, which can just sit in there. I can see them from this end, so I know they're in there. Those AB ones can go because they brought out more. These can go back into my stack. Actually, let's cut these in. Oh, that's 5. 5 will still work height-wise, I think. And then that is 6, which is probably going to be too tall. Might be alright if I cut the logo part off the bottom though. I don't think I'm ever going to need to use this many stickers in here. No, it still works. I'm not going to need to use that many stickers in there at all. But I do still have a ruck of green stickers, so what harm does it do? So I've got some spare stickers there, more than I'm going to need. I've got start that again, rude camera. So I have some stickers here for when I do need to label up more baggies. I've got baggies there. I have over labelled on quite a few of them, so that I do have the bags already done, just so that when I go to dekit it is a lot easier. But they sit loads nicer than they did. I've still got more room to be able to dekit. These bags don't have to live in here, so I've got more room to collect even more Heaven and Earth Design diamonds for when I eventually get my Heaven and Earth designs finished. But there we go. That is a mini revamp of my Heaven and Earth design box. My 310s for now are still in this bag. I might see if I can find somewhere to store that jar. And if I can, I might transfer them. It's quite a tall bottle though, so I don't want to store it where I could knock things over. So you never know. You might just keep seeing that bag because it's doing the job at the minute. But yeah, all the rest are in there. And that's another box pretty. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll speak to you all again soon.